When you grab your keys, lock the front door, and leave for work, do you actually know what your cat does next in that empty house? Most owners carry a quiet sadness about this. They think their cat just goes to sleep, completely unbothered, instantly forgetting that their favorite human even exists. But that assumption is a total myth. Behind that seemingly aloof independence, your cat actually experiences your absence on a profound, deeply ingrained biological level. And if you believe they simply do not care when you leave, you are entirely missing the incredible rituals they perform while waiting for you to return. Let us start with what actually happens the exact second that your front door finally clicks shut for the day, leaving them completely alone. 1. They do not just sleep anywhere. Have you ever come home to find your cat completely fast asleep on your discarded sweater or your bed pillow? People joke that cats are just exceptionally lazy and will drop wherever it happens to be soft. That is not random laziness. That is a calculated survival choice. In the wild, isolation means extreme vulnerability. When you leave, your cat actively seeks out the specific places where your unique personal pheromones are the absolute strongest. Research in Applied Animal Behavior Science in 2017 notes that cats use their owner's scent profile to physically lower their own stress hormones when left alone. Curling up on your dirty laundry translates to, "Your familiar scent is my invisible protective shield when you are not here to watch over our shared territory." So the next time you find fur on your favorite black sweater, do not get angry. Recognize that it was used as a vital biological security blanket today. And by the way, if your cat ever greets you not with a happy stretch, but by frantically scratching the carpet or aggressively over-grooming themselves, please do not ignore it. I will explain exactly what that really means at the end of this video, because it is a silent emergency you must catch. 2. They are literally tracking the passing time. Ever wonder why your cat is miraculously sitting right by the front door 15 minutes before you actually arrive? We automatically assume it is just a funny coincidence, or that they heard your specific car engine from miles away. It is not just hearing, it is internal math. Studies in animal cognition in 2018 confirmed that domestic animals actively track specific time intervals and fiercely anticipate the exact return of their caregivers. That patient wait by the glass pane translates to something beautiful. My internal biological clock says the absolute anchor of my territory is due to return right now. So when you finally walk in and see them waiting there, do not just walk past them. Acknowledge that they have been holding that post for you. And hey, if this video is already making you realize just how much your cat truly misses you, hit like and subscribe. It is the exact best way to help. 3. Those dragged toys are not a game. Have you ever returned home to find your cat's favorite toy mouse mysteriously dropped right in the middle of the hallway? Or maybe you find one of your own socks dragged out by the front door. Most people automatically assume the cat was just happily playing by themselves. We think they were simply entertaining themselves while the house was completely empty. But that is actually not a happy game you are looking at on the floor. In feline ethology, carrying objects around an entirely empty house is often a known displacement behavior. It is directly triggered by their mild, hidden separation anxiety. Feline expert John Bradshaw noted in his 2013 research that cats sometimes gather resources or prey items to cope with the immense stress of a missing pack member. Dropping a toy right at the front door translates to, "I am actively trying to gather our resources and comfort myself because our ultimate protector is currently missing." So next time you find a sock in the hallway, do not get annoyed. Pick it up and know it was placed there entirely out of deep longing. 4. The reunion meow is not about an empty food bowl. When you finally unlock the door, does your cat immediately start trilling and loud chirping? Do they weave enthusiastically through your legs with those high-pitched sounds? People instantly assume the cat is just hungry and demanding their dinner after a long day. That is a massive misunderstanding of their language. They are not treating you like an automatic food dispenser. Adult cats actually rarely meow at each other. That specific, varied vocalization is a dedicated reunion ritual designed entirely for human ears. It is not begging. It is a profound declaration of absolute relief. According to the Cornell Feline Health Center, cats use these high-pitched trills to express genuine relief and positive excitement upon finally seeing their bonded humans. That loud, persistent greeting right at the door actually translates to, "The pack is finally reunited, the territory is safe again, and I am acknowledging your survival." So before you immediately rush to the kitchen to open a can of food, simply kneel down and answer them. Acknowledge their profound relief first. Complete the specific reunion ritual they have been patiently waiting all day for, because to them, your safe return is infinitely more important than their dinner. 5. The 20-minute shadow is a required security check. Does your cat follow you from the hallway to the kitchen and right into the bathroom the moment you get home? They refuse to give you even a single second of personal space. We like to think they are just being overly clingy or incredibly nosy about what you are doing, but that is not clinginess you are experiencing. That is a mandatory biological security clearance that they must carefully perform to ensure the stability of the household. You have been out in the unpredictable world all day, accumulating strange smells. Your cat needs to deeply inspect you and mix their scent back with yours. Feline social bonding studies show that this intense shadowing is how cats actively re-establish the shared family scent profile that decayed while you were completely gone. Rubbing against your shins for 20 straight minutes translates to, "I need to confirm you are completely safe and make you smell exactly like us again." So let them do their thorough inspection. Do not push them away or shut them out until they have successfully verified that you are truly home. 6. The frantic greeting is actually a silent cry for help. This is exactly what I mentioned at the start of this video, and you must never punish it. If your cat greets you with destructive scratching, aggressive over-grooming, or by pacing frantically and panting, they are not just being badly behaved or hyperactive. That frantic chaos is not spite for you leaving them alone all day. It is a severe nervous system overload that they simply cannot properly control. A 2020 study in the journal PLOS One highlighted that these specific destructive behaviors are the leading indicators of clinical feline separation anxiety. They are telling you something absolutely heartbreaking that they cannot simply say out loud. "Your absence completely terrified me today, and my brain could not cope with the isolation." We often misinterpret their panic as them acting out because they are angry we left. That is not anger you are witnessing. That is pure, unmanageable panic. If you see this chaotic greeting, you must never yell at them or punish them. Punishing a terrified animal only fractures the delicate trust you have built. Instead, they desperately need your quiet reassurance. They need mental enrichment toys, gentle routine changes, and a calm environment to help them feel anchored when left alone. And if this severe panic continues every single time you leave the house, a vet visit is absolutely necessary to discuss clinical support for their severe anxiety. People who do not understand cats will confidently tell you that they are solitary, entirely emotionless creatures who only stick around for the daily food you provide. They claim that the second you leave, you are completely forgotten. But the biological truth is beautifully written in everything they do when you are not looking. It is written in the way they actively seek out your specific scent on a discarded sweater to build an invisible shield of comfort against the empty house. It is proven by the internal math they perform, tracking the exact angle of the sunlight just to sit by the door 15 minutes before you arrive. It is visible in the way they drag their favorite toy into the hallway, trying to gather their scattered resources because their ultimate protector is currently missing. And it is heard in that high-pitched trill they give you the exact second the door opens, confirming that their family pack is finally safe and reunited. Your cat does not view you as a giant, clumsy roommate. Out of everyone in the entire world, their ancient instincts decided that you were their safe home. So the next time you lock that front door, know that their world does not just carelessly continue without you. It literally pauses in your absence. Every single hour you are gone, they are performing quiet, instinctual rituals designed entirely to cope with missing the most important anchor in their territory. Their world waits for you. And it only truly comes back to vibrant life the exact second they finally hear your key turning in the lock.